Welcome, ladies and gents. It's been a week. I appreciate everybody for jumping on. I was in Boston last week. It's actually the first live that I've missed in, a long time. Since February, actually. So pretty pumped to be back. I don't know why I look so blue, but we're just gonna rock with it. Don't really care because this live Q&A, we're talking about fall amenities, which it's fall. I mean, literally, it is already dark outside. It's been dark for like 20 minutes, which freaking sucks. Daylight savings time. But we're going to talk about the three biggest fall amenities to help you make more money with your short-term rental. So let's get right into it. Let me housekeeping. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. I will answer them at the end or as I'm going through if it's pertinent to this question. Sometimes on Instagram it doesn't bring over, so I apologize if I don't see your question. YouTube and LinkedIn have been working fine, but anyways, the top three fall amenities that will make you more money. Heading into peak season, you want to maximize your revenue in these next couple months with Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, January, February, and most markets fall off a cliff. So make sure you are profiting on the front end versus waiting to slow season to make any adjustments. I think the three biggest amenities that I see with our clients and other comps in the area that are doing well. The first one is like a super cheap one. Second one is a medium kind of tier 2 amenity. And then the third one is a tier 1 amenity. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, I did a whole completely live, like a 15-minute tier breakdown of the amenities backed with data. Go scroll back up wherever you're watching. If you can't find it, just shoot me a DM on Instagram, Caleb W. Short, and I will send it over to you. All right. The first one, the easy one, the lowest hanging fruit. If you're anything like my wife, get extra blankets in your houses. That is a very, very easy one to do. It's not going to cause you to get more bookings, but it is going to cause you to get better reviews because people are more comfortable. And people just like blankets. I'm not really a huge blanket person. I would rather just wear socks and my slippers. If you could see what I have on now, I've got slippers on. But extra blankets, have them stacked in the living room and even potentially on like the footer of the bed. That is a very, very low hanging fruit. Second amenity that is going to make you more money. This one actually is going to cause you to get more bookings on the front end versus just getting better reviews. It will do both, but this one is more of a pre-booking amenity. A tier 2 amenity is a fire pit. I say that because everybody's like right now asking, hey, do you have a fire pit? We're like moving the properties that have fire pits up into the top 5 photos because it is a seasonal amenity. And then we're moving the pool properties that have the pool amenities down and out of maybe not out of the top 5 because they are big amenities and people like to be around water. But the fire pit is going to cause more people to actually convert and book on your listings nowadays because for the next probably 2 months, maybe if you're in like a super mountain market, probably another 3-4 months. But one thing to note here with the fire pit, make sure you have enough seats to sit your max occupancy. So if you only have a fire pit with 4 Adirondack chairs and your property sleeps up to 12, that's just where are the other people not sitting at the fire? What are they doing? Just standing around, bringing lawn chairs on their own. It's not a good look. It's not a good experience. So if whatever your max occupancy sleeps, so let's say you got a 4-bedroom that sleeps 10, 12 people, make sure you have 10 to 12 seats around the fire pit. Kind of a pro tip is supplying firewood. We typically don't do this, but I've seen a lot of hosts do it. And from a guest perspective, I do like the properties that do supply that. We haven't really seen an ROI on it. So we usually don't supply that for our clients. But definitely a pro tip. If you're a smaller host, you got one or a couple properties, you're able to kind of manage that. Number 3, my obviously favorite one. I feel like I talk about this so often on every live stream and any time that I am talking to new people is hot tub. I feel like I say it every time, but for those people in the back that are just seeing my content for the first time, I appreciate you. Go get a hot tub. It will cost, 8 to 10 grand for like a solid one with electrical and all that, but it will make 10 to 15 grand year one to usually pay for it within like 8 to 10 months. One thing, let me share my screen and I'll go through some of this. I probably should have done that in the beginning. Okay, let me swap these. Make this just a tad bigger. Extra blankets. Talked about fire pit, have enough seats, hot tub. There is actually a couple bullet points that I really like and I live by, especially when we're putting a hot tub in a lakefront property right now that's going to be launching in about a month. It's getting fully redesigned and furnished. But here's a couple things that I know to be true. Make sure you get the 240 volt. It requires an electrician to run more wiring and more amps to that hot tub, but it heats up much quicker. Trust me, do not do the one that just like plugs in. Somebody a kid will unplug it and plug their phone in. They're gonna be like, oh my God, the hot tub doesn't work. Trust me, it has happened to me. I got a 1-star review out of it and I had to refund them. It is not worth 1 or 2 bad reviews with refunds will pay for that upgrade. So just do it from the jump. Less bells and whistles, the better. This is something that I haven't learned the hard way, but I just kind of know. I always call it make it guest proof. Less bells and whistles, the better, especially with hot tubs. Because like the more buttons, the more things to break and the more things to like write instructions for. You just need like heat up, heat down, lights, and jets. Like 4 buttons. That is all you need. The Eco Spa, the one that I have at my property, has 4 buttons. That's literally all you need. The thing is freaking guest proof. We usually shoot for like a 400 plus gallon tub. Once again, most of my properties are like single family homes, anywhere from 3 to like 6 bedroom houses. So usually we're sleeping 6 to 20, 15, somewhere in there. So we like to have a decent amount of occupancy that can get in the hot tub at once. The 2-seater, the 4-seaters, not really enough. If you can get like the huge 8-seater ones, great. But usually the 5 to 6 person minimum is good enough for most places. Regarding maintenance, I get this question all the time of like, hey, what happens when things break? Surprise, things will break and you will need to fix them very fast. Having a local dealer for service and maintenance is 1000% needed. Go ahead and build that relationship with that local vendor. And when things break, you already have somebody in your database that you already have a relationship with. Your team already knows who to call, or maybe you're calling them and you can be like, hey, this is property. Like I get it serviced. Some people have like a maintenance, like a biannual maintenance, like service plan. And then also have somebody not mentioned here. Definitely should have added. This is actually pulled from another internal article for our local recommendations on literally every amenity. Is somebody to treat the chemicals and to clean the hot tub and the pool. Typically, we have 2 visits a week, Monday and Friday. That our pool guy will go to the property, make sure everything's balanced. Usually Monday. The reason why we do Monday and Friday. Monday is usually after checkout. So we've got the weekend done. The guest checks out. We're usually in there Monday. And then Friday is before the next guest checks in. Once again, like we have like average length of stay is like 12 nights or something like that. So a lot of the times, like our hot tub people and pool guy is in and out with guest. Obviously disclose that in your listing, but 2 visits a week. And then they pay for chemicals, like everything else. It's a flat monthly thing. And then here are 5 actual hot tubs that I've recommended that are like STR friendly. I have experience with these 2. I have never personally, like we don't manage any of the other ones. I've just asked a ton of other STR hosts, and these are the 5 that are the most common: Sundance, Hot Springs, Eco Spas, what actually mine has, Costco, the Aquaterra, I believe. I've heard it's really good. Obviously, Costco return policy and things like that are solid. And then Bullfrog is kind of the honorable mention. Once again, I only have experience with these 2, but I've heard the other 3 are very, very solid. One thing before we jump off is let me just make sure we don't have comments and refresh. God, it sucks to have to refresh this stuff, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me. The other thing that I mentioned, I saw a listing tonight. I was looking at comps for another property that we're going to manage. They had a pool hot tub combo, and I've never seen it before. I wish I would have had the photo up. Maybe I can. I don't think this is it. No, this is another inspiration that I was looking at. Anyways, there was a pool hot tub combo, literally an above ground piece, and they built a deck around it, similar to that what I just showed you. But it was really cool because it was a heated pool, and obviously the hot tub is heated, but it was like in the same thing. It was in Charlotte. If you are watching and you are the host, I messaged you asking what it is. I freaking love those things because that is probably much cheaper and more efficient, and you can use it year round because it's a heated pool and a heated hot tub. So super unique thing there. Once I figure it out, I will obviously update you guys and share that here. But other than that, let me if you have any questions before we jump off, leave them in the comments below. I don't see any. I don't have LinkedIn pulled up, but usually those come through. Appreciate you guys rocking with me. All right. So these are the 3 main fall amenities that will make you more money in the fall heading into slow season. Appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll chat next week.